Super League in Wrexham for the first time. The Celtic prefix is dropped. They arrive on a wing and a prayer, but they have got home advantage. Brian Noble is in charge.
Go! Okay.
Oh, through the legs of Youngquest. Try for Donald.
Hold it, Greg. Go. Okay.
Kick high, looking for Millers, and Millers has claimed it, and he gives it to Wayne, and he will score!
Move!
Last tackle though now for Crusaders.
Go.
Youngquest, angle little kick, well read by Callum Watkins. Gets the ball away.
That's, well,
Here
I've
they
been
come.
calling for it.
Delaney.
He's impressed with this guy.
Maguire's down the line. Maguire with the pace. And he'll go in. Well, Danny Maguire. That's a tremendous lead try.
Full credit to the Crusaders. Really put on a show tonight in front of the fans. Fantastic atmosphere as well. Conditions are pretty cold, pretty tough, but you know, we showed it in the second half what we're capable of doing. A bit rough in a few areas, but a lot to work on. But you know, a pleasing first outing.
I think it was 10,000 crowd here, and most of them were supporting us, which was nice for a change. So I think it can really kick off up here in Wrexham, and we're really looking forward to it.
And Brian Noble was really relishing a return to Wigan, although it would not be a night to remember, as Amos Roberts was quick to impress his new coach, Michael Maguire.
Richards. Here's Deacon with a measured kick, and Phelps wins the aerial battle to score the try. Lulai. It's a dummy half here to try and get things moving. Deacon. And Joe Tompkins has done well. It's Roberts back on the inside, and suddenly there's a corridor for Roberts with a step, and they cannot stop him. What a wonderful individual effort from Amos Roberts.
Riddell finds Tompkins. Back it goes to Harrison Hansen. Wigan looking very busy early on here.
Nice run on the arc there from Sam Tompkins, and it was a nice inside pass as well.
Riddell gets it to Luluai. There is Phelps over the top of curls, and this is Roberts. First try for Wigan.
10 metres. Hold. Go.
Fielden.
This is tremendous power. This is good work from the forwards, getting over the advantage line. But they're eager and they're quick.
Oh, Cameron Phelps has seen a gap. Great feet from Phelps. Great ball. And Gleeson with the try. Second try for the Wigan Warriors. They are running red hot.
Keep coming. Well done, Matt.
This is the last tackle. Tompkins again with a dink to the air, looking for Richards. Has he dropped that? Has he dropped it? The referee says no, he hasn't. That's Roberts, that's brilliant hands. And here is Joel Tompkins, and that's a great Wigan try.
Fast. Go. Fast.
Nice chip through.
Oh, but well picked up by Roberts. Roberts is quick, he's too quick for this defence. Amos Roberts. Newton trying to get there, but Roberts will touch down behind the post for his second try of the night. And will wrap up this Wigan victory now.
We've had a real good pre-season. We're not getting too ahead of ourselves. We know it's a long season. We've had 2 good wins, and that's all it is at this point. We've still got a lot of work to do.
Amos Roberts on sparkling form, but so too was Warrington's Chris Riley.
Riley's in hot pursuit here. It's a simple touchdown, yes it is. 5-try performance by Riley and a 5-star performance by Warrington.
Frears with a dink into the in-goal area. Oh, Riley, I think. Riley has scored a fantastic try again.
But would it be Amos Roberts or Chris Riley who'd come out on top as the early pace setters went head to head?
6 successive home wins against Wigan for the Warrington Wolves, unprecedented in post-Second World War football. And you think it was just 2 wins and a draw against Wigan in 10 Super League clashes at Wilderspool. I don't know what the builders put in the cement at this place, but they did something. But here comes Amos Roberts. And Roberts, oh, Matt King has slipped, there's 2 men wide. And Roberts goes for it himself and scores, Amos Roberts. An outstanding Wigan try. Monaghan. Myler. On the inside is Morley.
They're still persevering with the inside ball, but it's been flagged up quite early.
Great ball from Monaghan to Myler. Try for Warrington. Monaghan fires the pass to Breers. Space for him. Space for Mathers. Wide to go Atkins. Off the toes. Riley. Riley's on fire. Monaghan again waits that dummy half and he finds Myler. Gives it to Solomona. I think this is a try for Solomona.
Go.
Hansen drives it in for Wigan. Deacon waits. Deacon attacks the Warrington line. Here is Luluwai. And the chance here for Roberts. And Roberts is in. Deacon, back it goes to Tompkins. There's the pass to Luluwai. Short ball then. Oh, an offload to Roberts, who's on the hat-trick. Remember Amos Roberts? He's on the hat-trick, this fellow! He's in! The try's given to Darryl Goulding.
Go.
Tompkins, oh, little dink over the top. It bounces perfectly. It's Luluwai, and it goes wide, and it's Joel Tompkins. And Joel Tompkins scores for Wigan. Hyam trying to haunt his former club. He's injured Hyam, as he know. They're all over him, trying to slow him down. Morley, back he comes to Monaghan. There's the pass to Mathers. Here's a try for Anderson. Anderson is in. Kick to come to settle the Warrington nerves and get them back level. Massive kick for Chris Bridge. He's missed it. So 2 points the difference. 20 points to 22.
I'm going to put my neck on the block. I think Warrington will get over in this set of 6.
Well, if they do, it's probably the match. Monaghan goes down, tackle number 2. That purple post in the corner is the Warrington try line. It's Solomona!
Has he lost
Solomona!
It's come clean. It's come away. Has he got it down first? We'll have a look on this angle. He's dropped it. He's dropped it. He's lost possession. He has not control.
And it is no try.
It would be 4 straight wins for Wigan in February. Coach Michael Maguire had made an immediate impact.
I think we've had a new coach who you get that initial lifting from everybody intensity-wise, and Madge definitely brought that. I think the best thing about him this year is that he's kept that throughout the year, and we've not seen a drop-off in it.
I think from day one we just would train a lot harder, and we just laid a few markers down, and just a fresh approach he's brought to the team. And I think the team haven't been with the same sort of squad now for the last 4 years. All that, the combination of that has really made us sort of kick on.
I think he brought some changes to the club when he came, and him and along with Sean Wayne being brought in full time, and Matt Bitkin, together they've made some good changes and they've paid off for us.
Elsewhere, Hull's big money signings were paying off for them at the start of February, thanks to a long odds victory at St Helens. The prodigal son returning home, and on a grey, murky night, the new black and white turned in a masterclass.
Here's Long again.
Great
the ball
line.
away. It's a try for the black and whites. Long has given it to Manu, and Manu has scored.
Superb pass, Eddie. Vale have just controlled this game. The kick and chase has been superb, as we've mentioned so many times. The defence and his offload there is superb.
This is Richard Horne. He has Sean Long in support, and Long comes back to haunt St Helens.
Not been this nervous for a game for a long time. Like grand finals, last 3-4 years, nothing. Today I was more nervous today than anything. You know, I had to keep it inside, I had to suck it all up and not let the boys know I was nervous, otherwise my head would have gone. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the performance, and full credit to the Hull lads, they were fantastic.
Hull then edged past Huddersfield before being stunned by a late defeat at the Crusaders.
Well, there's not long left now, and maybe last chance here. Witt with a chip over the top. It's caught and scored by Youngquist, and it's all level. What a finish! Absolutely sensational. So Michael Witt with a chance to win it. You can feel the tension all around the racecourse ground. Here he comes. Oh, he struck it well. He struck it superbly. It's a first home win in the Super League for Brian Noble's Crusaders.
Huddersfield opened their campaign with victory over big-spending Bradford.
Brown, ball inside. Here is Darrell Griffin. He goes down, tackle number 4.
Will they go early on the kick into the corner?
It's with Robinson. Robinson gives it away to Hodgson. Wide they go, and Cudjoe is in. Leroy Cudjoe for the Huddersfield Giants. Now they're coming down the left-hand side. It's Kevin Brown. He's trying to spin his way through.
Menzies, what a tackle!
Fantastic tackle from Steve
Unbelievable
Menzies.
that.
Robinson gets the ball away to Hodgson. He kicks looking for Cudjoe. Walking fly. Second one for Cudjoe.
The Bulls hit back against Castleford though, as high-profile recruits Matt Orford and Brett Carney started to click.
They have a try here from Carney. And this is Carney's second try.
If you've got to get a smile off Steve McNamara tonight, just mention that the two halfbacks played quite well.
Castleford's halfbacks played very well at Leeds, the Rhinos slumping to 2 successive defeats in February, not the ideal preparation ahead of their World Club Challenge.
There's Brough. Korkidas to add his muscle to the situation. That's a great offload from Korkidas, and here comes Danny Brough. Look at the pace here, has support, and it's going to be Gleeson who will finish with the help of Jeffries. What a wonderful try, crafted by Danny Brough. Well, a chance here for Leeds to apply a little pressure maybe. Sunfield spinning it away to Maguire. Oh, it's Danny Brough for the interception. Maguire's after him. He's being chased down, but Brough's still going. And Brough's going to go the distance here. Danny Brough, what a try! And it's surely now a win for Wakefield. 3 in a row. But what a try for Danny Brough.
Wonderful Leeds defence. Oh, Eastwood. Eastwood's taking no prisoners.
Oh, come to Danny.
Right to the corner, Maguire into the field effort. He'll score the try. Melbourne Storm respond immediately. Here is the try that will win the match from Anthony Quinn, and Cameron Smith lifts the trophy, and Melbourne Storm have got their revenge.
Leeds showed no Melbourne hangover against Harlequins.
Here's Maguire. Oh, that's a cute little chip over the top by Maguire. The bounce is nice. Oh, he's tipped again. Danny Maguire has scored it and scores one of the great Super League tries. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
But that joy was short-lived as Huddersfield, then Hull KR, piled on more misery.
Oh, it's tense now. There's Morrell. Newton with a good offload, and suddenly Webster's in a clear here. He's gone the outside of Senior, and Fox in support here, and Fox has ducked away from Keith Senior, and Hull Kingston Rovers on their way to a first win at Headingley in 25 years.
Meanwhile, Wigan produced a near perfect 40 minutes at Bradford.
Thomas Luluai fires the pass to Roberts. It goes wide, and that's a great try for Darryl Goulding. And Wigan are up and running.
Goal 2.
They're going that way now with Sam Tompkins. He brings it back up the middle. Tompkins gets the ball away, and it's Harrison Hansen. And Harrison Hansen gets the second Wigan try.
Move! Go! Contact!
O'Loughlin hangs on to the ball somehow. He's got Tompkins! And Tompkins gets his first try of the season.
Move! Go!
They're going that way with Sam Tompkins. And Tompkins takes the return. Here is Joel Tompkins. Now it's Pat Richards. And Pat Richards stretches out and scores. That's an incredible effort from Pat Richards.
It was an even greater effort from Bradford, though. They staged one of the great comebacks.
Oh, that's a good ball to Craig Kopczak, and an even better ball to Godwin. And here is Carney, and Bradford get the first score of the second half. That's an excellent move from Bradford.
Move!
Kopczak, the Welsh international, plays the ball. Here is the try scorer, Carney. That's the last tackle. Quick play the ball. Orford comes back this way. Orford! Try for Orford! Or is it? Referee having a very close look, and he gives the try. 2 in 2 minutes for Bradford. The Bulls are back.
Move back up to the line! Come on!
It's with Lestrange. Cut out pass and finds Orford. Orford! Great try! Second one for Matt Orford. Bradford suddenly have the sniff of something. So does Steve McNamara.
Move!
Here's Dave Halley. Bradford fans, ball's gone backwards.
That's gone backwards, yeah. They're going berserk here. The home fans. It looked all over at half-time.
Can Bradford snatch this? It's Hall! They can! Hall over under the sticks! What a turnaround! It's like 2007 all over again. Only this time, the boot is on the other foot. And it looks like Bradford are going to pick Wigan's pockets this time.
Once again, we got off to a slow start, and we're chasing our tail, and we're just doing too much defence and taking too much juice. So we need to learn from that. And to the boys' credit, once again, they came back, and that second 40 were a different side completely. So we need to get on with things and keep building.
Heath Lestrange, here's Orford. That then is to Nero. Look how close Bradford are. Big test of this Warrington defence here. And he's come up with the try.
I think he's got it
Lynch,
down.
I think, the skipper.
It is. It's Lynch gone underneath them all.
Hyam, that's a tremendous run. He has Myler. The dam has broken. Myler over under the sticks. Created by Mickey Hyam. Here is Ryan Atkins. Gives it away to Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson, wide to Matt King. Matt King away from Sharif and in the corner. This fellow at the moment can do no wrong.
Here's another dangerous kick from Sykes. This time it's taken by King. We've seen such resilience in their defence tonight. Here we go, King through the gap.
King. Has he got any support? Atkins is with him. Atkins away from Sykes. Atkins, second try for Warrington. Created by King, who is King of the Hill.
We're not too worried about where we are on the table. We're just worried about our performances. We know if we play well, the table and everything else will look after itself. So we're trying really hard to, mate, we're a really close-knit bunch, and we're working really hard at training. And if we keep doing, those two things, I think we're going to do pretty well.
just down the road, and the Crusaders announced the capture of a certain rugby union legend.
Gareth Thomas, a record 100 caps at rugby union for Wales, 40 tries, a 2005 British Lions tourist, captain in the second and third tests against New Zealand that year. And Thierry Alibert is the referee in charge of this game at the racecourse. A damp night here in North Wales, and it's the Catalan Dragons in the shape of Casey Maguire who gets us underway, and that's not the best start for the Crusaders.
A little bit of nerve showing, and it's not surprising. And the first time he takes it, and they meet him with ferocity.
And he loses the ball. He gets up. He got a real clatter there, did Gareth Thomas.
Well, welcome to Rugby League. And bang, it was a big one from Ferriol.
Thomas lasted another 30 minutes before finally hobbling off. But the Crusaders turned up the heat on the French to record their third victory of the season.
Well, they look warm.
It's with Lupton, and Lupton goes for it himself. Peter Lupton, has he got it down?
Yes, he has.
I want to get involved, and you know, I've trained well with the boys this week. I'm obviously devastated that I couldn't play a full 80 minutes. Be a part of the success the crowd has turned up tonight, and just be part of something really special here. But you know, we got a long season ahead of us, and hopefully, let's say I can get 80 minutes in next week.
This hasn't spoiled your appetite or anything like that?
You know, this has made me want it even more. You know, it's a great game, and I do love playing it, and I love training. And I want to be able to get out there and keep playing and get hold of the ball, and hopefully have a little, like say, 80 minutes next week.
Elsewhere, St Helens were finishing the month with a flurry. The early defeat at Hull KR seemingly forgotten as Kyle hit his straps.
Eastman, he's on his way. He opens the scoring to the right of the post. Brilliant work by Eastman. A solo effort.
He was just as good at Huddersfield as Saints soared into the top three.
Eastman is over. That'll finish it.
But everybody was still chasing Wigan.
Tompkins, quick hands, O'Loughlin, Bailey, Carmont taking them on, and Wigan get over for the first try. Badiris, Brent Webb, Maguire waits and gets it. Maguire running laterally, testing them, teasing them, he's through the line.
Oh, just got ankle tap there by George Carmont. It looked as though it was over.
This is Jamie Jones-Buchanan, out wide it goes. Ryan Hall is in the corner for Leeds. Try is given by Steve Ganson.
Go.
Back it comes to Luluai. Luluai then gives it to O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin to Darryl Goulding, and Goulding's in the corner for Wigan. Riddell. Here is O'Loughlin, gives it then to Mossop. Mossop trying to spin his way to the line. And that's a touchdown for Joel Tompkins. Luluai finds Roberts, finds Joel Tompkins again. Important tackle by Jay Pitts, quick play the ball, Roberts, Tompkins, Gleeson, Goulding, try! Second try for Darryl Goulding. Wigan are turning the screw.
And Salford were turning heads at the Willows.
So the Salford City Reds, just one win from 7. That's just like a year ago, but in 2009 they had a purple patch in April and May for Sean McRae, winning 4 of their next 7 plus cup wins at Hull, much to Richard Agar's displeasure, and at Batley. It's a good ball wide. Here is Stephen Tyra, and the kick is an invitation for Fitzpatrick to chase. Oh, it's lost by Rhys-Lynn. It's a try for Salford. I think Fitzpatrick's got it. He has.
Willie Tallow is screaming for it out on the left-hand side. They've gone the right.
Yes, they have, with Holdsworth, who will stab the kick in, looking
Too
for
long.
Tyler. Oh, brilliantly flicked back, and Fitzpatrick might have got a try here. He might have got his second try.
And for a knock-on.
He's onside.
He's onside there. Oh, brilliant. And that is try time. Oh, one of the tries of the season.
Surrender! Stand! Go. One.
And here is Long, there is Berrigan, and here is Whiting, and that is Reece Lynn, and a try on his debut for young Reece Lynn.
Move all the way, Danny. Hold. Go.
Alka gives it to Jewett. He'll drive it in again. Now is Matty Smith going to go for a third drop goal attempt? Fitzpatrick's there as well. Matty Smith has moved back into position. It comes back to Holdsworth. He'll have a go. And Holdsworth will win it for Salford.
Signing of Daniel Holdsworth, I think one of the best signings that we've ever made. Daniel featured prominently in the majority of victories that we had. I think that he's one of those players that is very helpful to other guys in the team and can help make them look very, very good also.
Leroy Cudjoe was making Huddersfield look very good as he helped the Giants thrash Wakefield.
And here is Leroy Cudjoe, and there is the fourth Huddersfield try of this first half.
Before Cudjoe grabbed a hat-trick at the Stoop as the Giants moved up into third place in the table.
Go. 3.
Lunt will come the short side, will try and spin out of trouble himself, almost trying to crawl over the line.
He's
There's
so
Graham
dangerous.
Horn.
So dangerous, Sean Lunt, anywhere near that try line.
Space here for Kevin Brown. He finds Brett Hodgson, another chip over the top looking for Cudjoe. Cudjoe in the corner. This could be a decision though for the video referee. No, the try is given.
Move! Go!
Oh, nice offload to Robinson. They've
Brilliant.
got the advantage.
And Brown is with him, but Robinson goes on his own. Is he going to kick into the corner looking for Cudjoe? He is. Cudjoe times the run perfectly. Second try for Leroy Cudjoe. A brilliant move from Huddersfield. Slicing them open up the middle.
It wasn't used, Danny Hall.
Here comes a break from Robinson. And he's got Hodgson outside him. He gives it to Hodgson, who is going to be too quick for Ben Jones-Bishop. Is he? No, he isn't. That's great chasing back by Ben Jones-Bishop.
Not only that, he slowed him down sufficiently so that he couldn't get a quick play of the ball, but they're all at sea here.
And it's on the last tackle here, Grix. And here is Stephen Wild. He gives it to Cudjoe, and it's a hat-trick for Leroy Cudjoe.
Leeds Grand Final hero Lee Smith made a dramatic return to rugby league at the start of April, and he was immediately in the thick of the action.
Maguire into the corner for Lee Smith. Lee Smith, he scores for the Rhinos. Second try on his comeback.
I think the game had everything, but we're disappointed. I know we got a point, Rod, but we're at home and same errors keep costing us. We spilled too much ball. Poor discipline, and in the end we play well for 20 minutes, throw the ball about and have a crack, but it's too late by then.
Wait! Go, well done.
Just 2 wins so far for the Catalan Dragons. Without 11 first-teamers for their Good Friday defeat 48-6 at Huddersfield. And there was a couple of debutants as well. Here goes Senior again, the support either side. It's with Maguire. It is a procession to the line for the Leeds Rhinos. The Catalan Dragons have got no answer to this at the moment. That's Maguire. Here is Bosk. Pello. Short ball. They're in with Tuxagas.
Got to try to get an extra set of 6 if they can. It's got to be a good dink.
Johnson to Bosk. Good kick. Try, maybe. Try for Bentley.
They know they are in a bit of a hole. Leeds only 4 points in front. They've got to try to get some advantage, get to the halfway at least.
You'd be fascinated. Sorry, I'm frustrated if you're a Catalan fan. why your side weren't able to play with this urgency in the first half. Defensive line speed's good. Even players like Lauatiti are driven backwards in the tackle.
St Fidon, it's a brilliant pass off the ground to Maguire. Maguire's going to go all the way here and win it for Leeds. Yes, he is. Tremendous try from Maguire. Second try for Danny Maguire. And what a pass that set him up.
I think the 2 points is the thing we can take out of tonight. Decent first half performance when things were going for us, but when things are going against us, we seem to be taking a few shortcuts, so we'll have to address that and, you know, come back next week. Got a tough Hull team to play, but all the boys are looking forward to that now.
Leeds outscored Hull, but it was the early birds winger who caught all the headlines with an impressive personal haul.
Here's Briscoe for 4.
Elsewhere, and Wigan travelled to Knowsley Road for the last ever derby match at the famous old stadium.
It's not the most picturesque stadium, it's not the best stadium to look at. You know, from a personal point of view, it has its own unique atmosphere. It's where I've watched all my rugby growing up and managed to obviously get the opportunity to play there. You know, it's a fantastic little stadium, and obviously, you know, it's going to be missed when we leave.
Knowsley Road's been home to them since 1890. The record attendance came here on Boxing Day 1949. Over 35,500 to see St Helens beat them 15-8. Here's the big fella again, Palliasina. Feka Palliasina has missed the last 3 games. Plays the ball to McIlorum.
Oh, that's back to 6 if they can get to it.
Oh, it could be a try for Wigan.
Oh, this is amazing.
I think Daryl Goulding has scored here. Yes, he has.
Oh, they're going to go for the 2, and now they're going for the tap. Well done with the big fella going.
Palliasina's plunked it down. The referee will hand it upstairs, though, to Phil Bentham. Michael Maguire thinks they've scored.
Palliasina does, and so do I.
Remember the playoffs at Hull KR last year? He did exactly the same as that. Well, for so many years, St Helens have had to play, or rather Wigan have had to play second fiddle to this St Helens team. 2000, when Wigan last finished top of the table, they are top of the table this Good Friday. Michael Maguire, the fairy tale goes on.
Still a distance to cover. Sluloi. Tompkins to Roberts, whose pass is expansive. And a chance for Daryl Goulding here. Little chip back on the inside, and who's there? Who else? Amos Roberts, 11 tries in 10 games now. Picked up nicely enough by Paul Deacon when it looked a little scrappy, but look at this from Roberts again. He's been free, looks for support, doesn't need support. Amos Roberts is in sensational form.
He was in sensational form until that collision ruled him out for almost 2 months. Thankfully for Wigan, though, their other winged wizard was fully fit.
Bailey. Right to Pat Richards. Oh, super stuff from Pat Richards. 14 tries now this season.
That's been immense for us. He's probably been our best player this year. He's been fantastic, and he's kicked goals, he's scored tries, but not just the stuff what everyone sees him do. There's a lot of hard work at the other end of the field, bringing the ball back and that kind of thing, and the team fully recognise what he does for us.
Chris Hicks was just as pivotal for Warrington. The Aussie try machine scoring 5 touchdowns in 4 days as the Wolves kept pace with the Warriors at the top of the table.
Morley again. Morley running straight up the middle will give the ball to Hicks, and Hicks will score.
Meanwhile, St Helens met Harlequins in a bloody war of attrition at the Stoop, a match that really came alive in the second half.
Goal 3.
This is Cunningham, he's got Eastman with him, that's a great slip pass to Eastman, and Eastman is taking on Ben Jones-Bishop, he's skinned him for pace, that's sensational try from Kyle Eastman. Magnificent stuff. And this is Dixon. The St Helens fans think he's got it down, and the referee agrees with them. Back-to-back tries again for St Helens.
Go.
This is Danny Orr. Back it comes now to Gale. And Gale will dink it over the top.
Too big.
Oh, brilliantly claimed by Kevin Penny. Trying his debut for Harlequins. Delighted with that.
What a take. That looked for all the world that he was going to go sailing over the line.
Oh, ye of little faith. Randall, short ball, they're in. It's Williamson.
Beautiful pass.
Randall opened them up then like a can of sardines.
Go.
Here's Leon Price. Changes direction. Gets the ball away to Cunningham. On the bounce, it finds its way to Graham. Graham then gives it to Eastman. Eastman sees a hole and goes for it. Good job, it was closed. Great run, tremendous run, and that's Roby. And Roby has scored the try for St Helens.
Hold.
Do Harlequins have it in them against St Helens? You'd have to say probably not, but they have dug in deep here. But this fellow has caused chaos all day, and Roby will win it for Saints.
A bitter defeat for Brian McDermott, but his side were about to stage the most remarkable comeback in their history.
Well, not long before the hooter now. Wigan controlling this game nicely enough. Here's Tompkins with a kick. It's another tester. Richards underneath it. He tends to win those leaps. Carman on the inside. And a try for Liam Farrell. And it is very easy for Wigan.
Trailing 24-6 at table toppers Wigan, Harlequins hit back with 5 second-half tries to leave the Warriors stunned as the visitors pulled off the shock of the season. Quins had only won 1 of their opening 10 matches. Wigan had only lost 1 out of 11, but the visitors made a mockery of the form book.
Well, it has been utterly sensational the way Harlequins have fought back into this game and find themselves on the way through again. Perner with the offload, and Randall will score. It is utterly unbelievable what we've seen here in this second half.
Hold. Go.
Brown spinning and brilliantly getting the ball away to Gilmore, and he finds Fatuira. Here is David Hodgson. That could be the first try.
Do you know, in that first half we saw Brett Hodgson. He never came second rate. He is now.
And here is David Hodgson, and there's the second try for the Giants, and the second try for David Hodgson. Hodgson's on a hat-trick. Hodgson gets the hat-trick.
Yeah, it's good to be playing outside the quality of Paul Fowler, and got Lee Gilmore on my side, also quality Kevin Brown. And Brett Hodge just feeding me out the back, so it's awesome to be playing outside Birmingham.
33-6, 24-16, 18-10. Scorelines that will haunt St Helens for years to come. They are the scorelines by which Leeds won against them in the last 3 grand finals. Is revenge on their mind? Back it goes to Eastman. Eastman short ball to Hargreaves.
Where was support? Hargreaves was looking. There was no one there on the inside.
There's Pulatuya this time. Tony Pulatuya. A big man for a big occasion. They found their voices, the Saints supporters. Flannery. He finds the try line. And they are chanting easy, easy at the Leeds Rhinos. Eastman, St Helens suddenly look full of it. They look full of, brilliantly picked up off his ankles. Eastman!
How on earth did he pick that up? That was freakish.
Sensational! Sensational skill from St Helens. Afshas gets the try, but you can give goal Desmond and Graham. Well, you can give a gold medal to each and every one of them. Fantastic St Helens try. Diskins waiting. Here's Peacock. Gets the ball away to Sinfield. Maguire almost on the half volley. Out wide to Ryan Hall. Over the top to Delaney. Sensational St Helens defence again.
That epitomises their day. The team spirit.
And James Graham in the thick of it.
Yeah, you know, before the game we just spoke about being honest. You know, we know Leeds like to throw the ball around, and you know, Vic just said just play honest and work hard for each other, and that's what we did.
Do you think this is possibly best performance of the season?
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, a few of the boys are down. Leon went down in training early in the week, and a few others out, Gids and whatnot. So, you know, to credit some of the young lads, have really stood up today, and you know, they're sort of getting into that place now where they're fighting for a spot each week when everyone's fit.
Murrayfield Magic was once again on the menu at the start of May, as all 14 teams headed up to Edinburgh for a Rugby League carnival.
A little kick to the near side, it's behind Halley. Oh, plucked out of the air by Gareth Thomas, like plucking an apple from a tree. Thomas is away, Sharif coming across, Thomas won't have the legs. Oh, he's got the sidestep though. That was sensational from Gareth Thomas. He just weaved away from Sharif quite brilliantly. Can the Crusaders turn it into points through Michael Witt? Michael Witt scores, but you might as well call it Gareth Thomas' try.
Things got even worse for Bradford, with a serious shoulder injury to superstar Matt Orford.
He's a massive loss, Orford.
Knock on here from Salmon. Oh no, it's not. Brilliant hands. He managed to juggle and then collect and then kick ahead. This will be a sensational try. It is a sensational try.
Just got on the plane, had a few dilemmas. As soon as you get off the plane, straight to train and then back on the bus. So haven't really had time to, you know, get my bearings and have a good snooze. But I think I'll sleep well tonight.
Another good opportunity for Harlequins. Randall's pass, Howell back on the inside. That was magnificent. And Dawn is in. Luke Dawn, another Harlequins try.
Anderson is toying with the Salford defence now of the Warrington Wolves. And Chris Bridge comes across the field, looks for the gap. Myler gets the try against his former club.
They're just over 4 minutes away from beating Leeds Rhinos twice in a Super League season for the first time in the 15-year history of this competition. Leeds desperate for the try. They've got 4 minutes to go. They've never led in this match, the champions. They're within 2 points. It's with Maguire. He goes long and finds Senior, and Senior will attack them down that left side. Gets the ball away to Brent Webb, and here's a chance, and that could be the try for Medeiros. Leeds hit the front for the first time so late in the game.
Some Where's Wally's on day 2, but Catalans coach Kevin Walters was asking, where's his defence?
Little chip ahead, aim for Evans or Dixon. Dixon collects and goes down the sideline. A little kick again. Everyone onside according to Ian Smith. It bounces kindly for Cass. It bounces for Brett Sherwin. He scored. Castleford are back in front.
25 metres from the try line. Wigan look good.
Here is Lulawai now. Tompkins, slick handling, finds George Carman, and Carman escapes the clutches. He has Price outside him. Price for the line.
It comes out to Leon Price. Oh, brilliant pass round the corner to Roby. Outstanding try.
We have been treated royally with some of the skills on show and the tries especially, and what a way to finish it off, because Saints are just, as you say, magic, and so is this guy.
What a pass, what a kick, what a try from Foster. Last tackle for Salford, their opening set of 6 of the match. They've got to the end of it. The kick from Holsworth up into the air. It'll test the defenders. The ball has bounced and it's come up for Salford. Oh, and Matty Smith hacks it forward. Will Matty Smith score the try?
Not the best pass, bounced nicely. The Reds to a shock lead, you little beauty.
Holdsworth gets the ball away to Fitzpatrick. He gets it wider still to Henry, and he gets it then wide to Ashley Gibson. Gibson with a chip over the top. Daniel Holdsworth's there, and Daniel Holdsworth will score for the Salford City Reds. What a start for Sean McRae's men. Holdsworth here now. Gets it to Fitzpatrick. Oh, here's Henry. Get it wide to Gibson. They're in again. Oh, now are they? Has he taken the corner post out, or is it a try for Ashley Gibson?
I think he gets the ball down before he hits the corner post. That is there.
What about the foot? What about the foot?
I think he's inside. I think that it's a stud away. It's a stud away as far as I'm concerned, and this will be given.
And the try is given to Ashley Gibson. Matty Smith hoists the ball high. Wellens is underneath this. Oh, they've made a mess of it! And Matty Smith comes up with his second try.
Matty Smith completed his hat-trick in the second half, the first of his career, as Salford backed up last year's shock win with another famous victory. Saints hit back the following week, though, to send Hull KR into a daze. Clint Newton left unstable on his feet after colliding with James Graham, before A.D. Gardner grabbed an awesome foursome.
Now it's Kyle Eastman, Leon Price over the top, beautiful ball to Gidley. Here is Gardner. Gardner gets the first St Helens try. One tackle gone, they're a metre away. This is Bryn Hargreaves scrambling Hull Kingston Rovers defence.
Cunningham on his own, perhaps.
Well, he's there at dummy half, Cunningham. And he flicks the ball to Eastman, who gives it wide to Gidley. He gives it further wide to Gardner. 2 to beat. Strength again from Gardner. Same man, Morel, bundled over the line. Hold. And it's with Eastman. Here is Pulatua.
An impressive start, isn't it, to the second half from the Saints. They look so well drilled. They know exactly what's happening.
Gidley, quick hands. Gardner. Gardner going for the corner again. Uses his strength and gets the hat-trick. Outstanding from A.D. Gardner. Each of the 3 tries he scored tonight have taken some scoring. Graham. They hang on to him and hold him out. Back it comes untidily from Cunningham to Eastman. Eastman over the top to Gardner. 4 tries for A.D. Gardner.
Wigan's Carl Price was proving just as lethal. His 4 tries at the Crusaders, helping re-establish his side's 4-point lead at the top of the table.
Here's Riddell. Dashing up from dummy half again. Sam Tompkins puts it behind. Quick hands, Carmon. Support from Price. Well, I think he's got there. Very good handling. The referee's asking, but it looks as though he's got there. The try is given.
Elsewhere, jungle fever at Castleford.
Well, they're starting this second half the way they finished the first. Very much on top here, Castleford. 60-0 their lead. Another try here. Might just do it. Oh, Sean Long! Sean Long with the interception, and he will score. And maybe there is a way back for Hull here. Sean Long, good try.
And Long caused more trouble for the Tigers as Hull scored 24 unanswered points to complete a memorable comeback.
No obstruction. Here's the last tackle for Leeds. Maguire, Sinfield, they're running it, that's forward a mile. They're letting play go on. And here is Maguire. They're going to get a try, Leeds, that should never have been allowed. 2 forward passes. 5. Now Sinfield will hoist the kick. Maguire's after it. Oh!
That's wonderful.
Is he onside? He is. What a try from Maguire, his second.
How's he held this?
He caught it the second time in mid-air.
Oh. Move! Go!
This guy's had a great game.
Oh, that's a great pass. Maguire turns Halley. Oh, fantastic. He gets the hat-trick this time, right under the sticks. His 10th career hat-trick for Danny Maguire. And the footwork just completely bamboozled the Bradford Bulls fullback.
We're starting to hit some form now. All the boys are working really hard for each other, and that's what it's about this time of year. You know, we had a bit of a tough start, but we've got a lot of determination in this camp, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season now.
The whole rugby league community was rocked at the start of June with the deeply saddening news of the death of Rob Purdham's older brother Gary in the Cumbria shootings.
A desperate, terrible day in West Cumbria, remembered with an immaculate minute silence here at Headingley.
On a hugely emotional evening, a late try from Danny Badiris once again proved decisive.
Badiris once more. Sinfield attacking the line. Sinfield to Badiris. Brilliant pass. Brilliant pass from Kevin Sinfield to Badiris. Badiris, who scored the match winner at Murrayfield just a few short weeks ago, might well have won the match for the Rhinos here again.
Two days later, and a Harlequins side without Rob Purdham on compassionate leave honoured their skipper's absence in fine style with Luke Dawn in sparkling form.
This is David Howell, and he invited the tackle, it never came. This is Luke Dawn. Luke Dawn finds Gale, and Gale gets the ball away to Randall, and a good job that Gareth Thomas was there.
Did well, Thomas, to come back.
The stretch, though, in defence, it's Luke Dawn who will go over for the first Harlequins try. Here is Chad Randall. Randall, ball on the inside. Oh, it's hit the deck. But has he scored here?
I think he has.
Has Luke Dawn got this down? He has for his second.
Tony gets square. Good.
Gale fires the pass to Randall. That goes up in the air. This is a tester. Gareth Thomas is underneath it. He's lost it. He never got a hand to it, according to the referee.
Still on the last.
Still on the last. Oh, and Dawn ghosts in for a hat-trick. It's Ellis who got it away to Randall. Now Dawn looking for number 4, will get the 4th try.
We knew Rob would be watching, and we tried to put it aside because that's not the type of family the Purdhams are. You know, they wouldn't want put any more expectations on us. So it was just nice to get a result like that, and you know, we'll get a chance to chat to him during the week and help him out as much as we can.
A fitting tribute from Harlequins, but it didn't take long for the Crusaders to bounce back.
That's a nice little chip into the arms of Martin, and an equally good chip into the arms of Dyer, and Lincoln Withers, a superb try. A magnificent try from the Crusaders. Sensational stuff.
It was turning out to be a bad month for Bradford after their earlier home thumping by Huddersfield.
And now to McGilvray. And McGilvray, the latest try scorer for Huddersfield.
Jermaine McGilvray grabbed a second to complete a memorable Super League debut as the Giants ended a run of 4 consecutive defeats, piling more misery on Steve McNamara. St Helens, like Bradford, had also started the month on the back foot.
Here's O'Mealy. Oh, my word. He has absolutely smashed James Roby. And Roby's not sure where he is at the moment. Look at this. Bang! Now Roby struggling to his feet. And he doesn't know what day of the week it is. What a game this has been. And it's going to go to the final minute here. Hull have pulled it right back. We're all level. It's out to Danny Tickle. Tickle with a drop goal, and Tickle has won it for Hull. Right at the death. Unbelievable by Hull. They've clawed their way back, and somehow Danny Tickle has won it.
St Helens would have to recover quickly ahead of the derby, as Wigan were in a rich vein of form.
Richards with a kick. It's Price. Carl Price, 11 tries in 7 games now. Sam Tompkins. Here's his brother Joel. Back inside for Joel Tompkins again, and Sam Tompkins, who started it all, will finish it all. And Wigan are running riot. Brothers in arms, Joel and Sam.
A bit surreal playing with your brother in the first team, but I think we just get used to it now. It's just another cherry on white jersey now.
They're two fantastic players, two very different players, and they really add a lot to our side. Joel's been around a few years now, and he's slowly built into the player he is now, and he's still got a lot ahead of him. And Sam's pretty much just come out of nowhere in last year and set the league alight, and he's continued to do that this year.
The stakes couldn't be higher at the DW Stadium. It's got all the hallmarks of a classic.
Okay, it's clear.
Leon Price, it's a good deep kick this. Well, Richards has got to get this. This is a 40-20. This is a 40-20 from Leon Price.
That's special.
Oh, what a kick.
Mick Potter will be absolutely ecstatic over that kick. Apply the pressure. Watch for the big fella, Chris Flannery, on that short blind side.
It was interesting that Amos Roberts hadn't dropped back. Pat Richards had the whole of that side of the field to cover, and he wasn't able to.
Price will get through them. 40-20 from Price, and 40-20 comes up with a try for Leon Price. Cunningham again. Flannery dumps it down. Melly has it. Melly to the in goal. What a try if it's given. What a try if it's given by Francis Melly.
I think he's got it. He looks confident. Well, it looks as though he's going down a dark alley, and he kicks it through. Has he got the foot over the whitewash when he puts it down? He's got it.
Slightly concerned, maybe, the Wigan coach, Michael Maguire. St Helens still in possession. This is Fossard.
Palesina.
Quick play the ball, Roby! He's got that down, has he? Or has he? Ben Thaler, over to you yet again.
I think he's got it down. This is going to be another St Helens try.
Riddell gives it to Tompkins. Great ball round the corner, Bailey. Great tackle, Wellens and Gidley. Riddell, Tompkins wide. Price will score. Riddell again. Does he have 40 minutes in him? This is Luluwai. Luluwai! Wigan off to a flyer. Start of the second half. Leon Price again. Fielden caught out of position at marker then.
Needs to be a good kick.
Last one.
Little
Cunningham.
grubber.
Hargreaves. Wellens for Saints. Great try from Paul Wellens. This is Leon Price. They go wide to Gidley. Gidley to Foster. And young Foster in for the try.
Short on that blind side.
They're going that way. McIlorum. McIlorum for Wigan. Wellens is absolutely furious. McIlorum. Luluwai. Luluwai to Gleeson. Gleeson, what a moment for Gleeson!
It's all on!
Martin Gleeson, 40th appearance for Wigan, 320th career appearance. He was once the St Helens hero. Now he's the St Helens villain. Gleeson.
They've got to keep it moving. We're into the last 8 seconds.
Come on, say the fans. Tompkins, wide they go. This is Bailey. Bailey with the kick. Wellens has only got to run the ball over the line and they've won it. Wellens does that. What a game. What a victory for St Helens.
It's great for St Helens to have Wigan as genuine rivals again. I think it's fantastic for both clubs that I think over the last few years when Wigan was kind of going through a bit of a tough period, kind of the intensity in the derby game seems to drop that little bit, and but now certainly in experiencing the derby games this year, they're certainly back where they should be. There's a real competitive element about them, and the derby games are ones that we always look forward to.
Galea, good move. Oh, Breers, interception king, and Breers, can he make it all the way?
He's got support.
I think he can. Breers will take it over for Warrington to reply in the corner. How many times during his career has he done this? That's the zero tackle. Look where Warrington are, 30 metres away. This is Matt King. Matt King gives the ball to Breers. Second try for Lee Breers.
Breers had the magic touch against Bradford too, as they slipped to a 5th successive defeat.
Here comes Breers. This is Bridge. Bridge, a former Bradford bull as well. Gets the pass over the top. It was flicked by Whitehead. It's a try for Lee Breers.
And Breers was still Warrington's danger man against Leeds, although the Rhinos would turn in a sizzling second-half show to steal the points.
Breers wants it wide.
It's gone to Bridge. Now it's with Breers. And Breers will wheel back this way. Wheels back this way, fooled everybody. What a pass! Picks over for the try for Warrington. What a special piece of play from Lee Breers. Nowhere for Maguire to go. Sinfield then has to revert to the boot, looking for Scott Donald. Finds Scott Donald, who gets the try. Sinfield switches the direction of the attack. Back to Peacock again. Dumps the ball down to Maguire. Long ball then out wide. This is Delaney. And Delaney is halted on tackle number 5, but they're 5 metres away again.
Short blindside, John.
It's another run on for Badiris. No, they're going that way. And they're in with Ryan Hall. What a response from the champions this is.
Ben, you're off. Okay.
Great play, the ball there.
Beautiful stuff.
Maguire has got Ablett. Maguire's going himself. Oh, a wonderful try. A wonderful Maguire try. The quick play, the ball sorted it out. He foxed everybody except himself. A wonderful Danny Maguire try.
So a late comeback from Leeds, but Huddersfield would leave it even later against Hull KR.
Well, 25 seconds to go. Drew, Brough, chip over the top. He's caught it. Oh, has he dropped it? Oh, dearie me. Hodgson collects it.
Well, he tackles him in the air, Eddie.
But
it's a penalty.
And his foot is over the whitewash anyway.
But he tackles him in the air.
Yes, he does.
So is this a kick from the sideline?
So, Hodgson, and that's the angle he's got. This is the kick to win a point for his team. And Justin Morgan will feel like his pocket has been picked. Brett Hodgson. He's kicked it! How's that for holding your nerve?
Yeah, as a kid, you dream about doing those ones and actually getting them. So thankfully, I've missed a few of my time, but I was pretty confident hitting that one, so it was good.
leading out the team tonight. A team that includes Kyle Eastman, who comes back from a 4-match absence. And there he is.
Sadly for Saints, though, he wouldn't last long, and after injuring his ankle in a tackle by Danny Badiris, he was forced off. Saints fought on bravely without their star man.
This is Price. There's the quality. There's the quality from Leon Price.
But the visitors suffered a further setback at the start of the second half that would prove too costly against the rampant Rhinos.
This is bad news for St Helens.
It's a massive blow. They've lost Eastman and now they've lost Price.
You got to understand that Saints, late in the game, you know, they'll tire. Mick Potter doesn't have any more reserves to pull out.
Badiris finds Maguire. Maguire. Oh, Bailey! Bailey has got Maguire. They're in Leeds. Badiris. Maguire. Short ball. Bailey again! 3 years and counting, but he gets the ball away to Maguire. Was Senior taken out off the ball. Ryan Horton in the corner.
You know, they're St Helens, and got everyone in our club at Leeds got so much respect for them, and they're never dead. And obviously both sides, without some personnel today, we were missing some big guns as well. But as you saw, it was a quality game in the end, and a close one.
Danny, ahead of this game, you're one of a number of players who decided you're going to pledge your future to this club. In your case, what made you make that choice?
It just felt right. You know, I've had 15 years back at a club in Newcastle in Australia, and my heart was there for a long time, and finally feel like a Rhino now. It's settled, and you know, another couple of years here will be great.
Leeds were handed a further boost ahead of their trip to Craven Park, with Rob Burrow returning after a 9-match absence, while the Robins handed a debut to on-loan Wigan centre Josh Charnley. And with the whole derby around the corner, they considered this match to be a dress rehearsal.
The score's still level here, and it's a good start for them. That's Charnley just trying to pick his way past Bailey. He nearly did. Fisher again. Morel. Galea goes for the gap. Ben Galea. Wonderful try from Galea. Fisher finds Watts. Gets the ball away. Fisher will score. Well, the scoreboard's ticking now. Peter Fox. Leeds won't stop him. Leeds will not stop Peter Fox. What a gift. What a gift from Leeds to Peter Fox.
It's a big week for us. You know, we're going to play Hull next week, so you know, we'll put this game behind us now. We've got, you know, everyone's on a high, but you know, it's another big ask for us on Thursday. They're ahead of us on the ladder, so you know, we're trying to pick up as many points as we can.
Wait on the 10, hold, go, 5.
Nice kick through.
It is, and Calderwood hacks it forward, and Berrigan is after this, and Berrigan might score. I think he might hand this upstairs, will he? No, he won't. He'll give the try. Fisher in a dummy half. Watts will get through. Liam Watts will score for Hull Kingston Rovers. What a finish we're in for here. Here is Dobson. Now Lovegrove. Hull muscling up in defence, doing well. We approach the last minute.
It looks like it's going to be a high bomb. Which way will they go?
Last one. Up it goes off Dobson's boot. That's hanging in the air. Oh, Jordan Tansey must be nervous. Not touch, says the referee. Play on, says the referee. Morel. Still the last tackle. Get it out wide, they're in. Get it out wide, they're in here. Charnley to Fox. Yeeman and...
Is it going to think? Is it White? I don't know. Either way, I think it's definitely...
It's Tom Briscoe.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Last kick of the game nearly, and it just happened to come up for me. And I know Fox is a great lad, and
I'm just glad I got him out.
You shut your eyes and hope for the best.
Yeah, I just hoped for the best when we got there, and it came off.
And it's come off for you tonight, which, given the way you performed last week, is some turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. We had a shocking week last week. We've been saying all week it's been a short turnaround, and we wanted to bounce back from that and put wrongs from last week right. And I think we did that and showed a good response this week.
Wigan were running red hot at the start of July, blitzing Salford with 10 tries. But it wouldn't be quite as easy against high-flying Warrington. Cue another classic.
They have marketed this as the big 1-2. It's first and second in the table. Two top try scorers and point scorers are on show, and we have the two best defensive units in Super League here tonight.
And that defence was clearly evident as the Wolves looked hungry.
Here is Sean O'Loughlin. Sean O'Loughlin of Wigan, his 249th career appearance. This is Riddell! I think momentum might take him home here.
He'll give this.
It's a green start for Wigan. Adrian Morley goes right up the middle again.
Time to ask a question now from Monaghan. Take them on, work the first, second marker.
He finds Breers, who in turn finds King, and there is Chris Hicks, and Hicks gets in the corner for Warrington. Monaghan waits again, finds Breers. Breers then grubber kicks it through, looking for Richie Myler. Myler will score under the sticks.
Great kick.
A fantastic kick by Breers, and Richie Myler read the script absolutely perfectly. Here's Myler, spreads it wide to Atkins. Atkins gets it away to Riley, and Riley, his kick will be fielded by Atkins, who will score in the corner for Warrington. Sam Tompkins, who evades the challenge at two. Brilliant pass to Tucson. Brilliant pass to Tucson, and Tucson will get over. Ducked under the flying arms of a Warrington defence, and Tucson gets over for the try. Grix with a stuttering run as he went towards the defenders. Fairly effective though. They're underneath the sticks here.
Where's Breers?
Here he is, and Breers. Oh, it's been picked up by Pat Richards. Chris Riley's on his way over. Has Pat Richards got the legs? It's a race between Riley and Richards. And Richards gets there. 90-metre try from Wigan. Great ball. It's Westwood. Fed by Riley. Westwood with the try that nudges Warrington in front again. It's Breers with a drop goal, and Breers kicks it. 7-point lead should be enough.
It's good to get back to playing well. We set a few goals in the week, and I think we matched it. Our defence was awesome.
Tell us a little bit about those goals, because you haven't beaten one of the big three, they call them, Wigan Saints Leeds.
That was a goal from the media. We didn't have a goal. We just needed to turn up and play well and get a run in going into the playoffs and into the Challenge Cup, and we did that. Can I just take a mention to Benny Westwood? I think he did 80 minutes, kick goal, score a try. This is for him, mate, not for me.
The Warriors bounced back, and in some style too. But coach Michael Maguire had returned to Australia on compassionate leave. So it was left to assistant Sean Wayne to take the credit for what was his side's greatest ever Super League victory at Hull.
Riddell will have a dart for the line.
Good defence, had to be as well. So close to it. Nearly had an opportunity on the second phase.
Luluai waits a metre away. Here's Sam Tompkins, finds Deacon. The kick over the top for Richards.
Superb stuff.
And Richards scores in the corner. This is Harrison Hansen, he
Oh,
offloads,
great
it's
work.
easy, it's easy.
He's done it again.
And this is Deacon, who gets the ball out to Richards, who will get the hat-trick. Or did he get it down
Yes, he
before
did.
he slid over the line? The referee's happy, I think. He is. There's the hat-trick of Pat Richards.
What a game this guy has had.
Against Hull FC, their place, I think we won 46-0. You know, that's pretty a big effort, especially over there. They've got a great supporter, and I think everything sort of worked on the day for us. And you know, over the course of the season, I think we've been pretty consistent, and that's sort of what we've been priding ourselves on over the year.
Leeds may have been lacking consistency, but they still had the boot of Kevin Sinfield, his late drop goal proving decisive against Huddersfield. Then, after an equally plucky victory at Salford, Leeds met Wigan, and they had to contend with some freakish summer weather at Headingley. The Warriors, however, also had to deal with some hugely controversial decisions that saw Carl Ablett somehow staying on the field for this challenge on Sam Tompkins.
Oh, that is a shocker. I think we might get a red here. That is a shocker. I mean, it's past a joke, that.
Andy Coley was then left bemused after being shown a yellow card for this seemingly fair challenge on Rob Burrow.
Bad luck for Andy Coley and bad luck for Wigan here. They're in retreat.
But in the face of adversity, the Warriors flourished.
Oh, it's Harrison Hansen through the gap. Harrison Hansen on his own. And Harrison Hansen scores a magnificent try. Countless stitches in the head. But Harrison Hansen, he just carved through the Leeds Rhinos defence then. Riddell, Deacon to O'Loughlin over the top, into the arms of Goulding.
If it had been fit and it had been a better pass, he probably would have scored then. He did well to put himself there. Oh, quick thinking.
Gleeson with the try in the corner that just might seal this match for the league leaders.
Well, there's plenty of spirit in this Catalan side. Well, they've been lying their position at the foot of the table at the moment. Plays for a forward pass, it's all on. Still the sixth tackle, Carl Orr taking it in, finding support from Maguire, who in turn picks out Sherwin. It's going to be another try here. Clint Greenfields and Catalan are 12 points to the good now. Unbelievable. Here's Maguire. Looking to put this game to pen if they can. It's been astonishing, and it remains astonishing. Brent Sherwin to score, and St Helens are humbled at home by Super League's bottom club.
A real shock, but there would be no slip-ups at Warrington.
They know that Saints are their bogey side.
This is Matty Ashurst. He's over for the try. Foster in the corner. It's Francis Melly for St Helens. The Wolves' agony goes on and on.
Heart aching for Warrington, but breathtaking for Salford, thanks to their new star, Jody Broughton.
You know, Jody has scored some wonderful tries this year. Two very memorable ones in again at Odsal against Bradford. One that he went the length of the field, and I think he nearly trod on the dead ball line and at one end and ran the well over 100 metres. And he's developing all the time. I mean, as I said, he's not the finished article, but he's heading in the right direction.
Jody Broughton is moving up to dummy half here. Wants it played quickly. He's going to have a little shuffle himself here. Oh, and he's got through. Weak defending, but he's got through. Now, the fullback ahead of him, young Vinnie Finnegan, but he's got the pace on him. And Jody Broughton. Wonderful. Really terrific try by Jody Broughton.
Salford was celebrating off the field too, as work had finally begun on their new stadium.
I signed here 3.5 years ago, and the stadium was going to start within 6 months or something. You know, and you talk to people that have been here a lot longer than me, and you know, it's been going on for a long time. But finally, we're there, and I think that's been a huge weight off people's shoulders. In particular, our chairman John Wilkinson, who does such a wonderful job for this organisation. We're very confident that a 2012 season will be playing at the new stadium.
August began with Leeds travelling to Castleford, looking to avenge their early season embarrassment.
Well done. Back he goes to Burrow. Burrow then to Eastwood. Eastwood gets past Westerman, finds Maguire. Maguire evades the tackle of a couple. Great ball, great try, Clarkson. Great try from the Leeds Rhinos. That's a great ball though from Diskin to Maguire. Oh, beautiful dummy from Maguire. Acceleration and wonderful try from Danny Maguire. Outstanding play.
Oh, McGoldrick. Straight out of the baby shop, took the dummy, bang.
And Burrow has ducked under, and Burrow will get the third Leeds try tonight. It's all a little bit too easy, I'm afraid, for the champions.
It was all going according to plan, but in the second half, injuries to Jamie Peacock and Luke Burgess signalled two big blows for the Rhinos. Both players would later be ruled out for the season.
Concern on the face of Brian McLennan, which will just take the edge off what has been a sensational win, actually.
Meanwhile, Wigan coach Michael Maguire was gearing his side up for victory over Huddersfield that would secure the league leaders' shield. But the Giants were determined to spoil the party, with Keith Mason trying to stamp some authority on the match as he followed his namesake Willie in rattling Stuart Fielden. A melee ensued, but it was Wigan who had the half-time lead.
Up off the boot of Deacon it goes again. Richards is out there hunting this. Cudjow's underneath it. Richards missed it, went backwards. Referee says play on. Joel Tompkins will touch down.
Huddersfield have got him on the outside.
They have with Lawrence. And Lawrence, can he get round Tompkins? Oh, it's a great... No, it's not a great ball. It might be Fielden's made a mess of it. It could be a try for Cudjow. It is. Leroy Cudjow. It's David Hodgson.
Hold on. Play on.
Oh, and the ball has been missed by everybody. Picked up by Luke Robinson. Oh, is that a try for Robinson? What a try for Luke Robinson. Here's a miracle run from Sam Duncan. Look at this boy go. What a try this will be. Outstanding. Touch of class. Best of British. Sam Tompkins. Moments like that make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brown. Brough. Better kick, it's Cudjow! It's a try for Cudjow! It's the second try for Cudjow!
And they'll be bitterly disappointed, Wigan. They know they had this game in their pockets.
But the Warriors soon had the trophy in the bag.
Ruawai gives the ball on to Deacon, who in turn gives it out to Sam Tompkins, and Sam Tompkins is bursting through. It's a great pass inside to Richards, and it's a great try for Wigan. Sam Tompkins gives the ball out to Deacon, and there's gaps on that far end as Pat Richards runs into open space. He's got support with him if he wants some, but goes round Sean Briscoe as if he wasn't there, and Pat Richards will score underneath the post.
With the title secured, Wigan turned on the style against the Bulls.
As Liam Farrell makes a break, gets the ball away to Carmon, who does get over for the first try for Wigan tonight.
Dell from Akhtar Palliasina under the post. Ball's on the line. Out goes the ball to Pat Richards. Gets the try. And Joel Tompkins scores. Deacon, a little chip kick for Pat Richards. Pat Richards gets the ball, scores a try. The ball goes out wide to Goulding. Ricky Sharif has been beaten. Tompkins, leading with the forearm, surely. Daryl Goulding gets him for Wigan. Wigan receive their league leaders' shield.
And in the process, Pat Richards equalled the Super League scoring record of 388 points. But the focus quickly switched to the race for the playoffs that was already reaching fever pitch.
Berrigan will put the chip over the top for Reece Lynn. Play on, and the Gare ball will roll harmlessly out of touch. And I think there's a penalty here for Hull FC. Reece Lynn was fouled in the act of kicking, and Brian Noble's throwing an absolute fit here on the sideline. Somebody has been penalised.
Danny Tickle, 2 metres in. Here he comes. Danny Tickle, has he got it? He's got it! Danny Tickle, the hero again! And stoppage time wins the game for Hull FC.
Absolutely and thoroughly disappointed with the end of the game, especially. You know, I think that we certainly deserved at least a point tonight, and to come away with nothing is a bitter pill to swallow, and that can derail you. That can have a massive effect, knock-on effect. I'm not sure that it will, because you know they're an absolutely fabulous group of blokes, but I confess to being absolutely seething.
Unfortunately for Brian Noble's Crusaders, their next match was against Saints, who were chasing second.
And it's a walk-in for Adi Gardner.
The visitors ran riot in the closing stages, despite losing Kyle Eastman once again. The race for second place went right to the wire, but the victory ensured Saints leapfrog Warrington in the table.
Roby with the run. We haven't had anything in this second half in terms of making the scorer do a bit of work. Flannery, Gidley, good hands, great try. Foster, that had St Helens vintage stamped all over it.
Crusaders were back on track against a Hull KR side who announced that they'd won the race for the signature of Australian Test star Willie Mason on a 2-year contract. But it was very much about the present, with scrum half Jared Sammut pulling all the strings to ensure his side would have a fighting chance of clinging on to that all-important 8th spot. But of course, it would all depend on how Castleford were faring at St Helens, where Kieran Cunningham was leading out his side at Knowsley Road in his last ever league game. A win for Castleford and they'd be in the playoffs. Victory for Saints by 8 points or more would secure second for them. It all added up to a nail-biting evening.
2 minutes to go, 6 points. Crusaders are ahead at Wrexham. Crusaders are on their way to the playoffs.
Boy, that was one big hit. More.
Rangi chases through. Are Warrington going to go second? It's Ryan Hudson. Ryan Hudson over for the Castleford Tigers next to the posts. And Warrington, I can hear the cheers from here.
They're dancing in the streets down the road, I'll tell you. Well, I reckon Warrington should send a bottle of champagne to Rangi Chase. He was the man that created that.
Well, it's not over yet.
I know.
Oh, here's Hubie, and he gets it away to Hudson, and there goes Dean Widders. Widders is going in under the sticks. It's his second try. Castleford aren't finished yet. Castleford aren't done yet. They're going to draw level here. St Helens need to score twice to get second. This is Pulatua.
Tigers have got to look for an intercept. It's the only option left for them.
Wilkin drops the shoulder.
One of the wingers, one of the centres, even the fullback Ryan McGoldrick, they've got to test their arm. They've got to go for an intercept now.
Moore finds Lomax. Lomax gets it away to Gidley. Gidley scores for St Helens, does he? Yes, he does. It's snatched away from Castleford again. The hopes of Terry Matheson have gone west again. What a dramatic end. They're after the short kick-off. Gardner pouches it though for Saints. They've got a minute left, Castleford.
What an amazing take by the winger, under so much pressure.
I bet they're all waiting at Wrexham for the news of this. I bet they're watching the screens everywhere in North Wales as Moore comes down the line. Great hands, Gidley. Gidley keeps on going, gets the ball away to Wellens. He's fallen, but it is still on. Here is Graham. Have we got another wide to West moment coming up here?
They need a converted try, to Saints, to get the home tie next week.
Cunningham to Moore. Moore then to Pulatua. This is the fella who could do it. Not this time though. 20 seconds and counting. Cunningham! Yes, he gets it down! Oh, you couldn't write the script! You could not write this script! Kieran Cunningham with that try. If the conversion comes, they will get the home tie with Warrington that they crave. You could not write it. It's straight out of the pages of a novel. Joe Westerman and Castleford are crestfallen. And Jamie Foster has kicked the goal. St Helens will host Warrington.
I think when anybody mentions St Helens Rugby League Club, you automatically think of Kieran Cunningham. You know, he's the heart and soul of this place. He has been for the past 15 years. It's an absolute pleasure to play with someone like Kieran. And, you know, it's going to be missed when he's gone, but the legacy he's left behind will be there to inspire youngsters, for many years.
And how fitting he scores the try under the post on a fairy tale night.
Mate, I don't know who's writing the scripts for tonight, but genius, whoever's done it. You know, when I saw Kieran pick up that ball, you know, I knew he was going to be stopped. And you know, he's done that many times over his career. It's just fitting he could do the job for us tonight.
King Cunningham had ensured that St Helens would have an all-important home tie in the playoffs, while Castleford's defeat meant that the Crusaders had reached the knockout stages for the very first time. And as the curtain came down on the regular season, the annual Engage Super League Dream Team lineup was announced. The playoffs kicked off with Warrington looking to record their first win at Knowsley Road for 16 years. But St Helens, without the injured Kyle Eastman and Leon Price, had a trump card up their sleeve with the shock recall of scrum half Matty Smith from Salford. And what an impact he would make as Saints came from behind.
Last tackle here for Saints. Kick from Smith, bouncing everywhere, off the post. Who's touchdown? Wellens is claiming it.
Watch Wellens, he's gone without it and he says, oh, I've missed my opportunity, and then, thank you.
Try to Saints. Wellens punches the air. What an impact in the opening 15 minutes from Matty Smith.
Move!
Cunningham is in there again at dummy half and coming down the short side on his own. Cunningham! Oh, he's done it again! Kieran Cunningham has done it again! This is Roby. Back it comes to Matty Smith on the inside to Wellens. Some great moves surrounding Matty Smith, considering he's only been training with the club since start of the week. And Graham will score! James Graham for St Helens. Off the boot of Matty Smith, it goes high in the air. Riley drops it. Here's Wellens inside, and a try for Flannery.
This will be given.
It's been a roller coaster week. Found out Monday that I was going to come back, and you know, it's been an awesome week. And to get a chance to play in a game like this is just you can't. It's a great opportunity, and it was a great game tonight. The fans are fantastic, and it's a great game to play.
Hull FC were the next team to see their grand final hopes flawed as Hull KR won the knockout derby.
Fisher's at dummy half. That's Galea. There is Morel. It's a kick looking for Fox. It's perfect for Fox. It's a try for Peter Fox and Hulkingston Rovers.
Move! Go! No markers in. There's no markers in.
Oh, hang on. Here's Fisher. He's got support with him. The support is there from Briscoe. Back it goes to Fisher. Fisher scores for Hull KR. Will they look at this? Will he hand this upstairs? He won't.
No!
Tries given to Ben Fisher.
5. Move! Go! Okay.
Dobson's kick ricochets to Vella. Here is Fisher. That ricochets to Wellham. And Wellham, does he score? Does Wellham score? And does Wellham take Hulkingston Rovers through to next weekend? Try for Chris Wellham. The black and white fans are heading for the exits. Their season's over.
It's been a big week for everybody. Obviously, the emotion building up to such a big playoff game against the arch rivals, Hull FC, obviously beaten us twice already this year. There was a lot of pressure on the entire team. I'm just relieved and happy that we're still alive next week.
Huddersfield would be even more relieved after rank outsiders Crusaders had threatened to cause a giant upset with the scores level entering the final few minutes.
Mellors gets the ball away, or Mellors was looking for it. It's gone to Brough back in field, and Cucho to win it. The Giants are going to win it at the death. Oh, heartbreak for the Crusaders.
It was one of those weird games. We did everything to lose it, and unfortunately a good bit of play at the end got us home.
The 18th man, that's what they call the Wigan supporters here. And they love to watch their team filled with youngsters, filled with experience. And they are really hopeful that this team, led out by Andy Coley, can go all the way to Old Trafford this year from pole position after the weekly rounds. Carmont to Deacon. He'll float the kick towards the in-goal area. It's palmed back. It's a try! It's a try for Tompkins! And Riddell pointing the way, and he gives it to Luluai, who switches the direction of the attack. Deacon to O'Loughlin. Back it comes to Tompkins. He's through the gap, Tompkins. He's through the defence of Webb. Second try for Sam Tompkins. Brilliant try from Tompkins.
And Leeds still looking for a bit of spark, and it's got to come very, very soon.
Here is Eastwood. Still going, Eastwood gets it away to Badeiras, and Badeiras scores for the Rhinos. Clarkson, back it comes to Maguire, over the top it goes to Ryan Hall, and Ryan Hall is in for Leeds. The revival is underway.
Interesting to see how that Wigan defence was shaping up. Early in the game, they were getting out of the blocks, they were getting right into the Leeds faces, but you can see now they're a bit tentative, they're hanging back. They're waiting to see what Leeds are going to do, and that is a great offload.
Wonderful from Sinfield, he finds Webb, and Webb gives it to Maguire, and Maguire will go in, and he'll give the champions the lead. Start of this second half. McAlorum to Luluai. Here is Harrison Hansen on a diagonal run. Harrison Hansen, good on his feet, gets the ball away to Fielden. Fielden then gives it to Farrell. Farrell will score for Wigan. Diskin finds Sinfield, who in turn finds Burrow. Attacking the line, Maguire. They've got a man on the overlap. It's Donald. Try for Donald over the top of Tompkins. Donald gets the try and leads it back in front. Riddell, 3 metres away, finds O'Loughlin. Here is Sam Tompkins. Can it go wide? It does. They're in with Richards. This game has everything. Sinfield's there. Drop goal from Sinfield. He's got it. Sinfield's kicked it. 26-27. They're telling Wigan now to come at them from their own goal line if they want to win this. And wide they go with Carmont, and here goes Paddy Richards. Pat Richards.
It's a penalty.
Oh,
it's a penalty.
He's given the scrum. He's given the scrum, has Thierry Alibert. The touch judge is on. The touch judge is on.
Out. He was definitely taken out. There's still time to go on this one.
He says penalty for Wigan, 1 metre in front of the 40-metre line. And this kick to take Wigan to within 80 minutes of the grand final. He misses, and Leeds get next week off, and they're 80 minutes from Old Trafford. It's on Pat Richards. He's not got the legs. It's short. And Sini will surely just run the ball out. And a Leeds St Helens grand final for the 5th year in a row is on.
A great victory, but it had come at a cost to Leeds, with their player of the season, Danny Maguire, stretchered off the field with a knee injury. He would crucially miss the rest of the playoffs.
Well, the Wigan Warriors know that their advantage gained by finishing top of the table was thrown away against Leeds on Saturday. They could be nervous.
Pat Richards steadied any nerves, though, in the opening minutes.
Right underneath the sticks, they'll come left and they'll find O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin wide to Richards. Try for Pat Richards when he puts it down. Number 31 of 2010 for Pat Richards.
Sam Tompkins then dislocated his finger, but he defied the pain barrier to help dislocate Hull KR's playoff hopes.
Richards waits, fires the pass to O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin then to Tompkins. Tompkins showed it to Coley, took it on himself. Running laterally, Sam Tompkins. What a run! What a try to Golding! What a run from Sam Tompkins to set that up. Mick Potter watching on here. He has to make the unenviable choice on Sunday between the winners of the two matches tonight and tomorrow. Might be Wigan, could be Warrington. Who on earth would you choose? Gleeson! Gleeson! It's going to be Wigan, I think. Wigan are going to make one of the choices for Mick Potter.
We were massively disappointed last week, and we knew that this week we had to turn up, and we sort of owe it to the fans after last week. It's a good game for the neutrals to watch, but I'm sure it wasn't for all these lots, so we owed it them.
Elsewhere, Huddersfield survived a late Warrington comeback to reach the semi-finals.
Bridge to Mathers. Oh, picked out of the air by Cudjoe.
Has he got the legs? Has
Cudjoe.
he got the legs? I think he
Cudjoe
has.
is going to go all the way.
He's going to win it for the Giants.
Cudjoe seals Huddersfield's win. Huddersfield will march on.
Where do you think you'll be going? Where do you suspect you'll be going?
I'd be surprised if St Helens don't choose us. I think we're pretty confident, or I'm pretty confident they'll choose us. So, it doesn't matter, St Helens or Leeds, they're two very high quality sides, and have been for the last 4 or 5 years. So, there's no doubt it's going to be a tough game.
And Brett was right. Saints did choose Huddersfield, with Leeds playing Wigan in the other semi-final. There may have been more farewells than Frank Sinatra, but this was it for Kieran Cunningham and St Helens. The very last competitive match in 120 years of rugby league at Knowsley Road. Saints rose to the occasion, although it wasn't all one-way traffic.
Roby gets the ball away. Great hands! Wellens! Wellens for St Helens!
Superb. They've got to go for the kick. There's only seconds remaining.
It's with Brown. Back it comes to Brough. He weighs up the options. Gets the kick in wide to Lawrence again. Down the line from Lawrence. Oh, what a try! What a try from Michael Lawrence!
Sensational!
Outstanding second try for Michael Lawrence. Brett Hodgson stabs it in. It could be a try here for Gilmore. Has Lee Gilmore come back and haunted Saints?
He has. I think this will be given.
They're holding their breath, and Ian Smith gives him the try. Gilmore has just nudged Huddersfield Giants ahead. Cunningham, Matty Smith, here is Wellens. Raw, what a ball round the corner for Flannery. Last tackle here for Saints. Roby to the in-goal area. Try for Wellens, is it?
He's done it again. Wellens has come up with the vital try. Onside and grounded.
Cunningham just ambles into dummy half. Fireworks from him. Polatua! Great drive from Polatua. Move! Last tackle. Cunningham just skipped into dummy half there. What's he got? Malocca this time. He's found Soliola, comes back, and here is Flannery, and wide they go to Melly. Melly scores, and Eamon McManus, the chairman, thinks he's going to Old Trafford.
He was, but not before Kieran Cunningham signed off in style. The St Helens legend fittingly scoring the last ever try at Knowsley Road.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Cunningham again. Finds Matty Smith. Now it's Dixon. Now, chance here. He's done it again, Kieran Cunningham. Saints are back at Old Trafford. But the question has to be asked, how will they cope with life after Cunningham? 2005, Leeds lost both the Challenge Cup final and the Grand Final in the same year. They don't want that history to repeat itself in 2010.
Boys lost it.
Well, he claimed then, Gleeson, that ball was stripped. The referee'd have none of it. Here goes Sinfield. Sinfield has cut them open. And Sinfield will get the drive.
This is a controversial one. I still think it was stripped.
Deacon spins it to Luluwai. Tompkins is there. And here is Joel Tompkins. The pass somehow gets to Goulding, and he'll score! McIlorm again going down that left channel with Sam Tompkins. Tompkins almost through. Needed a very important tackle from Delaney.
And again, Delaney holding him down.
There's the kick, and there's the mistake. And there is Joel Tompkins, and there's a try, I think.
What a wonderful effort.
Interference and a knock-on.
And the Wigan supporters at the other end, they realise that this is going to come up TRY.
Move!
Coley, Tompkins comes back this way. Eastwood gets him though. And McIlorm just pushes Eastwood out the way then. And this ball has come everywhere, and Carmont has touched it down, and here's another decision for the video referee, Ben Thaler.
When he offloads it, does he go backwards, Steve-O?
Backwards and
initially.
forward, yeah.
Well,
I think this is a try.
Ben Thaler's decision is a try. Brian McLennan knows that his dream is fading. Prescott, O'Loughlin, Carmont, Harrison Hansen, they want it wide, it's come to Joel Tompkins, Martin Gleeson, and he will put the icing on the Old Trafford cake. Michael Maguire and Wigan are off to Old Trafford next Saturday.
Pleased through everything they had at us, and we knew they'd keep coming. They're a champion team, and I thought the boys showed a lot of desire tonight, and I'm just really delighted we're going to Old Trafford. Can't wait.
Desire in defence as well.
Yeah, mate. The boys, we've been defending well all year, and to do it on a big stage like this, it's crucial. And the boys in the middle, I can't thank them enough. I love playing with these blokes, and they're really a great bunch of blokes, and hopefully we can finish off the job next week.
When you finished top of the table, and then of course you had the hiccup against Leeds, I suppose that the anxiety is there, isn't it?
Yeah, we definitely wanted to come back straight away and play them again, but Yeah, that was a tough night. We learned a lot out of that, and you know, we're going to Old Trafford now, and we've got a massive game against St Helens. I can't wait.
When Saints won the grand final in 2006, Wigan were staving off the threat of relegation. In 2010, they have re-emerged as a major force. The Wigan players leave their dressing room behind their coach. This is their first major final since losing the Challenge Cup final to St Helens in 2004 in Cardiff. This is their first grand final since losing to the Bradford Bulls in 2003. Nice moment there as Kieran Cunningham shakes hands first with the Wigan skipper Sean O'Loughlin, who has got the X factor here at Old Trafford tonight in this, the 2010 Engage Super League Grand Final. They're 12 metres away, Wigan. McIlorum, back it comes to Deacon. Deacon then to Luluwai, and Graham slipped, missed the tackle. It's Gleeson! It's Martin Gleeson for Wigan! The 8th playoff meeting against Wigan. Saints have won 4 of the previous 7. So recent history is with them. But Luluwai finds Tompkins, and Tompkins gets those long strides going and puts a beautiful ball in to Luluwai. Here is Deacon. Deacon gets it wide to Gleeson, and Gleeson gets his second try. Martin Gleeson's second try at the grand final. So they have 6 more attempts here with McIlorum, and they go wide to Goulding. They're in again.
Release! Hold! Go!
Roby, 10 metres away, finds Graham. Graham back to Matty Smith. Smith then finds Wilkin. Wilkin spins away from a couple. Gets the ball then to Dixon, who's in for Saints. Riddell goes left, went in front of O'Loughlin, finds its way to Harrison Hansen. And they've suddenly just lost their way a little, Wigan.
James, back 10. Hold. Go.
The St Helens defensive line is very quickly up, though. Here is Luluwai. Back it comes to Tompkins. Tompkins goes for the gap, and Tompkins, I think, has scored. Outstanding from Tompkins. Now it's with Matty Smith. Matty Smith, they go wide and find Melly. Melly will squeeze in the corner for St Helens. Wigan counting down to the victory they've waited 12 years for. Wigan have won it. Scenes of joy for the Wigan Warriors. Scenes of absolute agony for St Helens. So he will collect the trophy from Andrew Haigh, and we can say Wigan are the champions of the Super League in 2010. They've waited 12 long years for that moment since Andy Farrell lifted the trophy in 1998. The conveyor belt is producing the players. The stars are coming from Australia next year to cook up a storm. And just maybe this is the start of something big for this Wigan club. They are the